intuition that something bad was about to happen. The last captain of the ship had simply disappeared one stormy night. Turner suspected that he had been killed, but he had no proof. Today again, his intuition warned him to be alert. He hid 2 sharp blades in his sleeves and watched his crew carefully. Just as he had expected, 5 of the crew mutinied. They attacked the captain when he was on the wheel and tied him and the other loyal crew. Turner pretended to be unconscious, but as soon as the mutineers were out of the room, he quickly cut through the ropes using his hidden blades. He also freed the rest of his loyal crew. Within minutes, the mutineers had been defeated. Turner handed them to the harbor police. One of the men confessed that they had also killed the last captain, and they were all put into jail. Turner was relieved and always trusted his intuition. The cable car. Money operated the small supply cable car. It was strung out between 2 mountains with a deep gorge between them. It had been raining for several days now, and landslides had already blocked the roads to the other mountain. The cable car was the only remaining link. Today, the villagers from the other side had sent a distress message. Please send medicines. 2 children very ill. Money ran with the letter to the doctor, who gave him the medicines. Money secured the medicines and started the machinery to send the cable car across. But the storm was so strong that midway across it seemed like the cable would snap. Money held his breath, but the cable car safely reached the other end. Just as the villagers took out the medicines, the cable finally snapped and the car hurtled down into the deep gorge. Money was relieved and thanked God that the cables had held up just long enough. The stolen goods. Sam was playing with his new remote-controlled airplane. Unfortunately, he lost control and the plane fell into the garden next door. This house belonged to a bad-tempered old man in a wheelchair. Sam crawled through a gap in the hedge. He ran into the gardener, who said, "What are you doing here, boy?" While Sam was explaining, the old man came out on his wheelchair, shouting, "Who's there? What's happening?" Sam ran away in fright. Later that day, he crept back into the garden to retrieve his airplane. As he crawled amongst the bushes, he came across a hole in the ground. The hole looked freshly dug and was covered with twigs and stones. Sam pushed the stones aside and was astonished to find silver glasses and bowls and lots of jewelry. Sam called out to the old man. He came with the police. They soon arrested the gardener, who had been stealing from all the houses in the neighborhood. Looking for treasure. Grandpa and Granny lived in an old cottage with a big garden. Mary, Jason and Aaron loved going there, as they were given 2 rooms on the top floor to sleep in. The boys' room was large, while Mary had a small room with a sloping roof and a tiny window. One night, Grandpa told them, "One of my uncles hid all the family treasure before going to fight in the war. Unfortunately, he died and none knows where the treasure is." "How exciting," said Jason. "Let's start hunting for it tomorrow." The next morning, they hunted all over the garden but found nothing. Later, they decided to explore the roof. "Look, there's a nest in the chimney," Aaron called, "but it looks like it's built on a box." The children carefully took out the box and opened the bolt. They had finally found the lost treasure.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.